So in 1958, the zoo was added to the Botanical Gardens. That's pretty cool though. What's up, my Trinbago Vibe peeps? Welcome to another edition of Trinbago Vibes. In this one, we are exploring the Royal Botanical Gardens here in Trinidad and Tobago. Well, Trinidad, this is one of the oldest botanical gardens in the world. 1818, yes, 1818 was when the Royal Botanical Garden was established, with plants and trees from all over the place. So yeah, so not only are we going to explore the garden in this one, some time ago I asked you all, hey, what advice would you give to your younger selves if you had the opportunity to? So in this one, we'll also explore some of those lessons that you have commented in my community tab. So yeah, stick around. Not only are we going to explore the beautiful botanical garden, we are also going to get some life lessons that, hey, it may work for you, or is there something to pass on to your children? Trinbago Vibes, let's do this. If you're wondering where that sound is, we're still next to the zoo here. We came in through the entrance by the Emperor Valley Zoo. So yeah, that was, as I said earlier, attached to the Botanical Gardens back in 58. So it is 70 years old. Wow, I didn't even know that. Alright, so this is done in no particular order. So yeah, we have King Cole, big up brother. He says, I will definitely tell my younger self, never give up on your dreams. The sky, woo, is the limit. And this is what I have learned. Sometimes our dreams, what we may have dreamt in our younger years, would have evolved as we get older. Be it based on experience, be it based on how life changes. But King Cole, the important thing is never give up on your dreams. Now, it may not happen right away, but always have that end goal, you know, that vision, that objective. You may not be able to do it right away, but that doesn't mean it cannot be done within your lifetime. Look out hill. I wonder where to have up there to look out to, boy. But see that kind of pathway. So it's either we go up so, or we continue walking so. You let me know by hitting that like button. So it looks like we're going up on the hill. We're exploring the unknown part here. I have no idea where it is this goes, or where this lead. Adventure time. Hearing all that noise? And this is the pathway here. So we're heading up the road there. So this is not your regular botanical garden store here on Trinbago Vibes. You know, we like to change it up a little bit, do it a little different. These days I'm trying to get more active. Yeah. Alright, so Shabana Maharaj says, be patient. Everything happens in God's time. Now that's a cool thing. Whether you believe in the Almighty or not, we don't judge here. That's up to you. But basically, what she is saying is that everything will happen when the time is right. So that means simply, if it's not happening right now for you, that means the time is not right. Simple, yeah? I won't lie, this is the first time I actually exploring here. And you can see, well, like I said, that's the zoo down there, so that's where you hear all the parrots and the macaws and everything. And this is where we head into a lookout trail in one of the oldest botanical gardens in the world. And people, since we're here, right, I'm not sure how old this tree is. This tree probably older than all of us combined. But that is not the thing. Point out, look, rubbish. Look, rubbish down there. Come on, man, y'all. Please try and let's keep our environment clean. If it is you cannot hold rubbish in, don't bring it. Put it in your pocket, put it in your backpack. Find a rubbish bin on your way out. Do not drop it here. Anyway. Yep. So these are our next part where you could probably run down. But I mean, might as well we head up there, right? And yeah. We're kicking this off the beaten track, so to speak. The natural, not really natural, but because I mean somebody would have cleared here eventually. Anyway, back to the life lessons. Now this is a fun one, right? K-Bro says sunblock is not a sign of weakness, and I agree 100%. All right, because life in the Caribbean, right? The sun these days, OMG boy, it is be blazing. I mean, don't get me wrong, once the weather like this is be nice, but once those clouds open up, it is blazing hot sun. And especially if you're going on the beach or any river or even some hiking some trails, sunblock helps. It helps protect your skin. By the way, if you don't know who I am, I'm Rajiv. Welcome to the channel. Here we explore everything. Hold on, if I can catch these butterflies for you all. Probably not. Here we explore everything Trinidad and Tobago. So right now we are in the Royal Botanical Gardens, the oldest one in this part of the world. Oh, by the way, you cannot hunt here in the Botanical Gardens. It is strictly prohibited. So, Parvati Lakan says something similar to King Cole. You should follow your dreams and goals no matter what obstacles stand in your way. And it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Sometimes this is life. Life gives you challenges, right? You may not be able to accomplish your goals and objectives right away, and that's fine, right? The main thing is to do not lose focus on what it is you want in this life, and try and be kind, you know? Anyway, the tour continues. Trinbago Vibes. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We in the Botanical Gardens. Well, the bush gardens in a sense. Alright. Yeah, wait, now that wall I seen up there? Huh. Yeah, boy, I seen a wall. But anyway, Tariq Ali said, know who your real friends are, because jealousy is real out there. I mean, you may ask Rajiv, how would you know, right? That's the thing, it's be hard to know who your friends are, but over time, and this is my lesson to you all, what I have learned, right? Actions betray the lie. Meaning, watch what people do and not what they say. So this here is Ladies Chancellor Road. So this is where this trail goes to, you know. I always wondered where here led to. Now you know, right here, Trinbago Vibes. All right, let's head on down. You know, Rajiv, it must be Lady Chancellor Hill. What was I thinking? Alright. Yeah. So we just reached back at the fork. So we would have come up from here. We would have gone up so. But now we're heading back that way. Yeah. Now heading back this way, we would have skipped some part of the actual Botanical Gardens itself. But don't worry, we'll go around and, you know, check out the scene down there. By the way, if any of these resonate with you all, let me know in the comments below. Right, so now we have RH. He actually gave 2, right? He said, study harder in school and also invest your money and don't squander it. Now, this is the thing, right? People will say study hard, and I would say study smart, right? Or that is probably what they mean when they say, you know, you have to study hard, you have to beat your books, but do not do it also at the expense of your social skills, of developing your social skills. Because one thing we tend to overlook, and I have realized this, now feel free to, you know, correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong, but one thing I have learned is that school also builds your social skills, your communication skills, which is also important in surviving out here in the world. Studying will help you greatly. You'll learn to master certain arts, certain things you won't learn till you finish your studies, till you start to work, and that's fine. That's just how life is. Continue to be learning stuff. Just the same way I continue to learn things about Trinidad and Tobago because of the channel. And of course, I'll share these, whatever I have learned, with you all. Not all the times I may be correct, right? Sometimes I may have an error or two. We are human, that is only natural. But at the same time, do not feel you know everything, that you cannot be corrected. Now, as for not squandering your money, I think that's easier said than done, especially when you now start to work. It's be hard to even consider investing. But if you can meet up some older folks who could assist you, or even your parents, your future self will thank you for that. But no harm also if you just want to, you know, as soon as you start to work, splurge a little bit. Just don't go beyond your means. I think that is what Arish meant when he says do not squander. Sometimes we will live beyond our means, and at the end of the day, when we have to pay bills, when we have to pay back a loan, when we have to buy groceries, you know, some of you buy Pampers, it takes a toll. Life is like that. So you have to learn to manage yourself and your spending as well as your savings, which I'm also working on, by the way. All right, reach back more or less to the paved pathways. That would have been the main entrance there. When you make the loop along here, you'll come back out down there. And let me take you to Governor Cemetery, found within the garden, where past governors from since 1819 have been buried here, along with their family. Well, all the writing has gone, but this is part of our history, you know. It's amazing that Governor Woodford had the foresight to create this botanical garden with plants from all over the world back in the 1800s. And it's quite possible that some of these flora species that we see throughout the island may not have existed before the 1800s. Anywho, the view 868 states, you are your worst enemy. Never judge yourself. Sometimes we judge ourselves too harshly given certain conditions. It could be conditioning, it could be how we were raised, numerous things, right? But don't be hard on yourself. And I know it may be challenging to overcome this, but you just gotta do your best, keep learning, keep improving, and as we truly say, don't beat up too much. Oh wow, this will be a butterfly gardens, and you're already seeing like a set of butterflies in between all the flowers and everything. Amazing. Rubbish bins, people, make sure and put your rubbish in the bin. Now Trisha Triple says, think before you act, don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, so you know, people comes in all forms, shapes, sizes. I wonder if this works, boy. They may look different, but you have to be observant. Oh, it does. And I sometimes give people the benefit of the doubt. I mean, that's not to say do not be wary of people there, because sometimes, so be careful too out there. especially now things getting a little rough outside here in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm going to be honest with you all, it getting a little iffy here and there. Sometimes you go on Facebook, you go on social media, and you see certain articles and it's like, wait, that can't be Trinidad. And unfortunately, sometimes it is. So it's not to not be wary of who is around you, but the simple phrase is sometimes you may watch somebody and think, well, look, this person is so and so, just based on the first glance, you know, because of our biases, because of our certain knowledge that we may have, or just we stereotyping people. And these people could be the most wonderful people in the world if you get a chance to know them. So that's why they say, don't judge a book by its cover. Ravi Marakan, I hope I pronounced that right. He says, save more, spend less. Well, sometimes easier said than done, because sometimes what you get paid would just be enough to cover your basic expenses, especially as the cost of things are rising right now here in Trinidad and Tobago. And so whatever leftover it is, sometimes it's be hard for some people to save. But if you can, I highly recommend it, especially if you are still, and nothing is wrong with this, by the way, I did this for a while until I end up moving out, but especially if you are still living under the roofs of your parents and other people outside Trinidad and Tobago, don't judge. This is how we Caribbean people do it, right? So long as you are living under your parents' house and you are working, that is the best time to save, right? I mean, I'm sure you all will contribute towards the household at that point in time, right? But also, you wouldn't have much bills to pay, you wouldn't have much stuff to do. So that is the best time to really save, especially later on. It may come in handy. Let me know what other saving tips you may have in the comments below as we move on here in the Botanical Gardens. Alright, so on this end, this is a side road to go into Cascade here. If you exit here, right, that road will take you back out to St. Anne's, heading towards Cascade side. Yeah, but we are not going there. We are heading back on the herb garden lawn. By the way, I just want to say thank you all for all of you who contributed towards this video. That was some very awesome and epic advice. And it's always be good to learn a thing or two, or a thing or three, or a few things at the moment. So while I'm here, might as well we jump on to the next lessons. Now, J. Charles and Barry said, learn a trade. Now, we were saying before, oh, this is like their garden. When I mean garden, this is where they, oh, that's orchids, yeah. That's orchids here. So that's inside there is where they have the orchids and probably their nurseries for whatever they want to plant on the outside here. Anyway, yes, learn a trade, right? And by trade, they mean either become a carpenter, you know, learn how to mix concrete, become a masoner, become a mechanic, because academia is one thing, but you see those trade skills, to me, sometimes we need much more of those right here in the world. To learn how to be a plumber, to be an electrician, it is critical to know these things or to know someone with those skill sets. So if you can, learn a trade. Those are vital creatures to our survival in terms of pollination here, and honey, obviously. That's some cool bonsai, boy. I know I've been chatting with you the whole time during this walkthrough of our botanical gardens. We started from the side, we made our way through the hills, the lookout point, we came back down, we're now making the loop. And yeah, I hope the younger generation who is watching this have learned a thing or two here, you know. It may help you in your future. Who knows? We're always here to learn and also to show off what beauties we have here in Trinidad and Tobago. Speaking of which, this is one of the best spots for me in the entire botanical garden. Like, this here is my favorite spot. Just gonna let you all know, which is these steps. It's just fun. So yeah, so the cemetery was right there. Boom. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's there's the president's house. But there's just something I like about this here. This structure that seems kind of cool to me, you know. The river is dry at the moment, but yeah, sometimes it'd be nice to sit down, you know, just to take a breather, just to reflect on things, just to reflect on the day, just to thank you all for the support you have given this channel so far. Wow, it's been amazing going on this journey with you all and seeing the channel grow and continue to grow. Yeah, all right, let's continue this tour. All right, so that way will take you to the president's garden side, the president's house, and that way will take you back to the beginning. Trinbago Vibes. Hope you enjoyed that one, and if you haven't seen this one yet, you can check it out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments below what you all think, and I'll see you all in the next one. Gone later.